What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. We're gonna keep going every day. So if you're watching this, share this to your friends or son, your girl, your grandma. Do it, share it, whatever. But in this video, we're gonna be talking about the NBA All-Star Game. I'm not gonna do what I usually do, the verses or whatever. But I see a lot of people complaining about the All-Star Game, and in reality, it's not the NBA's fault for changing the whole format. Like, what I mean is, if y'all don't know, the new format is there's 24 NBA All-Star selections divided into 3 8-player teams. Fourth team being Rising Stars, whoever wins the Rising Stars game. The team managers will be Charles Barkley, Shaq, Kenny Smith, and Candace Parker. Charles Barkley, Shaq, and Kenny Smith will draft their team or their drafted roster from the 24 All-Star selections. Parker is the GM of the Rising Stars. 2 teams will meet in Game 1. The remaining 2 teams will remain in the semifinal. Winning teams from Game 1 and Game 2 advance to face each other in a championship. Winner of each game is the first to surpass 40 points. And to be honest, the NBA is just trying to get the All-Star Game to be competitive, because nobody wants to watch a bunch of players shoot a bunch of half-court threes like we've been watching from the last couple years, or just dunk dunks when the dunk contest is shitty to begin with. So why? And we know these NBA All-Stars, these superstars, are not competing in the dunk contest, so what's the point of us watching this? And we know we're not going to experience it for ourselves, or for them to put on a show for the fans. But in reality, this has players complaining, KD complaining about how all of this change is not going to really do anything for All-Star Weekend. And in reality, it could. Don't get me wrong. Most likely the NBA players still wouldn't try during the games, because, you know, they too stuck up or whatever. But I don't think they're even stuck up. This is for their enjoyment, and they're doing this to get paid. They could be spending time with their family, but hey, if you're an All-Star, you're an All-Star. And not to say, like, I know I said it's not a bad format, but I'm not saying it's a good format, because I like East versus West format in the fourth quarter when the game is close. When the game is not close, that format is terrible. Because the last year I've watched, that was the worst All-Star game I've ever seen in my life. It was not fun at all, and I only watch it because I enjoy the introductions, to keep it a buck. But my the league's favorite players are going to be in there. My favorite player is most likely going to be in there. And LaMelo Ball is probably going to be a starter. Vote for him. But in reality, a lot of NBA fans want a 1v1 contest, and I don't know about that. It would be fun to watch, obviously, but do we honestly expect them to try in a 1v1 contest to where they don't get any incentive for it? No paycheck, no anything. They get that bonus or whatever, but clearly the bonus they're getting for right now for the All-Star Game is not enough. But who do y'all think is winning a 1v1 championship between the All-Stars? It's probably gonna be Kyrie, but I don't know if Kyrie makes the All-Star Game this year because not even just because of him. It's because of how many good All-Star guards are in the Western Conference. That the West is just stacked, bro. But this, I don't know. I want to know, who do y'all have starting? Because right now, my starters for the West, it's Shea, Luka, Giannis, Jokic. Wait, no, fuck. It's Shea, Luka, Jokic, AD, and you could between KD and LeBron, but you know, LeBron is getting that last spot. There's no doubt about it. They will not let LeBron come off the bench. But for the East, I got LaMelo, either Trey or Jalen Brunson or Dame. That could be whatever. Right now, I would say I would give it to Dame, because how good Dame been playing recently. But Brunson has also been playing good. And then Cat, Tatum, and Giannis. And Giannis is right now my second MVP candidate behind Jokic. Giannis could be really the MVP right now, but Jokic is playing on a different level, even though the last couple games he hasn't really been doing anything. But this is an All-Star game video. So abruptly, it's up to the players to be the voices of change. Like, you have to be in both the locker rooms, and an older player or a leader of that All-Star team, even the captains, they have to decide, or they should have decided where the NBA is forced. This obviously isn't entertaining to the fan base. You're just doing this for yourself. Why don't we try like this is an actual NBA game? No injuries, obviously. We don't play too hard, but play hard enough where the casual NBA fan can enjoy, because NBA All-Star Games in February is right next to the Super Bowl, right near the Super Bowl. And before, when I was younger, I used to watch the NBA All-Star Game more than the Super Bowl. Obviously, the Super Bowl was a family event. You sit down with your family and shit, get snacks and all that. But the All-Star Game was like that too for me. But recently, I've been just watching the All-Star Game by myself because I'm growing up, obviously. But it just hasn't been the same. I don't know if it's because of the nostalgic feeling about this or what. Even the points scored, they keep going up every year. I noticed that when I looked up this video. Last year, it was the most points scored ever in the All-Star Game, 186 to 211, the East won. And we thought, I'm pretty sure everybody in the world thought the West had a better team than the East last year. And the West decided just not to try at all. We know LeBron's of age. He's old. He's obviously not going to play that long. So he didn't get the minutes that he usually gets in the All-Star Game. He let the young players shine. And the young players were out there doing nothing too. The only player that really tried in the All-Star Game was Jaylen Brown. And he went out there and did his thing. But in 2023, the All-Star Game score was 184 to 175. That was when there was still captains. Team Giannis versus Team LeBron. Team Durant versus Team LeBron, 160 to 163. And then I wanted to compare it to a 2010 All-Star Game, which is considered one of the best All-Star games, where Kobe locked down LeBron for the game winner. I guess LeBron didn't end up taking the final shot, and Kobe's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Take the shot." And that showed the defensive intensity that we haven't seen in the All-Star Game since 2020. And I don't think I remember, but that 2020 All-Star Game was special. They tried to have the scoreboard shit, or you gotta reach it and score, so they start trying. But the last 2 years, nobody really cared about the scoring card. They was just playing just to play. And I don't know what would it take for these players to start trying again, but let me know how y'all feel about the All-Star Game and what improvements would y'all make towards it. Let me know down below. Subscribe. I got some videos right here. If you enjoyed this video you just watched, video on the right and video on the left, and click on it.